Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the BYD Atto 3 Evo. It's the brand new version of the Atto 3. Let me take this lanyard off. The reason I'm wearing a lanyard is because this is a media day, and this is called a smash and grab, where we get the car for a few hours and I need to make a video about it, basically. I don't need to, I've just decided to because that's my job. First time I've ever sat in this car, and as always, I need to work out how to put it in drive. We have a new stalk for that in the Atto 3 Evo. Now let's not try and crash into any of these press cars, because that would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? What an awesome way to make a name for yourself in this industry, by crashing into all the other cars. Anyway, yeah, so this is the Atto 3, and BYD, during the press conference that I've just sat through, which was very short, thank you BYD, it was short, succinct, to the point, made sense. They were doing the whole thing of talking up the car, because that's what the whole point of these press conferences is. But it was very clear that this car is designed to be the perfect family car. The Atto 3, the original one that this is replacing, that was the first BYD car to come out in the UK. So this is a very important car for BYD, and it might be the one that you're thinking about buying next. And I thought, well, let's give you a first impressions of what it's like. And immediately, it feels very well built. This is the thing with a lot of the cars that are coming over from China. You get a lot for your money. And if you're comparing this against one of the more regular industry stalwarts, if you want to call them that, you know, the BMWs, the Hyundais, the whatever, the ones that have been around for a long time, I can almost guarantee that you'll look at the spec list for something like the Atto 3 and think, ooh, you get a lot for your money. Straight away, the price, it's just under 40 grand-ish, depending on which version you go for. There's an Excellence version, which I think is a brand new version of the Atto 3. That is more expensive, but only by 2 or 3 grand. I think that takes it into about 42, 43 grand territory. Right, bings and bongs straight away. We do have a camera there, which is pointing at my face, and I'm sure it will tell me to take a break soon because it thinks I'm tired. Yeah, first impressions of just being in this thing and driving down the road. If I'd just bought this, I'd be happy. Please focus on driving. I'm not on a public road at the moment, I should say that. I think what I need to do first, because I've got a route that I'm following here, is find somewhere to pull over, get out and have a look around, because they have made some changes which I think you might find interesting. Yes, I'm focusing on the road. Get the keys, whoa, and also put it in park, Mark. What are you doing? It's a, oh, what do you call these now? SUVs? It's a mini SUV. So it has a new dragon face design language, which I'm assuming is this. It's the front, isn't it? Does it look like a dragon? Does that look like a dragon? I don't know. It's a nice looking car though, to be fair. I like these lines. These are very BYD, this kind of stuff here. Clearly BYD, but yeah, they do that. Whatever that's called, they do that on the front of their cars, and it's very distinctive. We have cameras everywhere, camera on the front here. They've taken the badge off the side. There was a badge here, I think that said design on the previous version. That's gone. There's a new spoiler, which is very sporty. Look at it. That looks very cool. It's got like an integrated, I think that's the brake light. And as for the entire rear, again, clearly BYD. Relatively distinctive looking. We also have new 18-inch wheels, so they're bigger than before, and that does set it off much nicer, I think. Side profile, it's not a bad looking car. It's even got, it's not what you think it is, really. Well, it's kind of a diffuser, isn't it? But it's even got an F1 style light in that. I like the fact that BYD go to this effort to make these cars look a bit more interesting. Right, let's talk about practicality, because this is supposed to be the perfect family car. Let's start with the rear seats. How much space do we have? Now, the front seat here is pushed back quite a bit, as you can see, and I've still got loads of room. I'm about 5'8", 9-ish, and that gives you an idea of what space you get for that sized human being. Loads of headroom, tons of headroom, and it's a nice place to sit in the back, actually. The leather here is lovely. I like the stitching that we have, very nice. All of your anchor points for your kid seats, etc. USB-C charging, nice. We also have, I don't know why BYD do that, but why not? I think they are tuned as well. Very annoying if you've got kids, because they will just keep playing with those. That said, I've always liked these style door openers that BYD give us. Oh my, why can't I get out? Am I locked in? Oh, why can't I get out? Is that the child lock? I can't get out. Why can't I get out? No. Oh, the front doors are open. I think the child lock has gone on. Why? I can't get out of this car. I've got to climb over. Oh no, that's never happened before. Why has this happened on a test drive? Sorry, BYD. Oh no. Okay, well, it's big enough to climb out the back of. Please open this door. Oh, imagine if I got stuck in Oxfordshire. Right, okay, that threw me a bit. Let's stick with the interior. A lot of the stuff in here is new. So a lot of the trim is new. A lot of the materials they're using are new. We have a 50-watt car charger there, which is nice. This material here is, it looks more expensive than it feels. It feels a little bit, it feels the price of this car. It's fine. But it does, if you don't touch it too much, it does look the part as well. As do these, this is plastic, obviously, but again, it's interesting. We have the same things going on there. Really scared to shut these doors now. We do have plenty of stowage there. We have a big armrest hole there, more stowage there, more under here. Obviously door cards over there, etc. Lots of space to put things. This version, which is the design version, doesn't have the panoramic sunroof, which you can get on the Excellence version, but we do have electric seats. Again, you get so much for your money. We have a great big 15 point something, I'll put the exact size down here, touchscreen here, which now has Google services built in. I can't show you that one on this car because it has to be logged in, and it's not logged in on this press car, but you get Google Maps, you get YouTube, and you get loads of Google services, Play Store, etc. on BYD's system without the need for a phone at all. You don't need an Android phone to get that. It just works. That said, CarPlay and Android Auto work as you would expect. Steering wheel is very nice. I've been driving this now for about 20 minutes and it's very nice feeling, very nice to get your hands around. It's got a nice flat bottom there as well. The seats are incredibly comfortable. I've not sat in a BYD car that hasn't felt really comfy. It's a nice place to sit. The boot space, let's check that out. It's a bigger boot by 50 litres over the last version. So you're getting 50 litres more than previous. We have a retractable cover there, nice. It's not a bad size. For some reason we've got lots of BYD bags in here, but we've got my rucksack, coat, camera bag. If we lift this up, do we get more space? We do. There's a little bit of space there as well. The seats do go down. It's not a bad sized car. Let's take it driving. Okay, in terms of performance, this has 0 to 62 in 5.5 seconds. The Excellence version does it in 3.9 seconds, which is quite impressive. So what does that feel like? What does 5.5 seconds in what BYD want to be the perfect family car feel like? Let's find out. Foot down. $60. That was a bit slow. Sport. Right, we're in sport now. Okay. 3, 2, 1. $60. It's peppy. I think that's probably the best way of describing it. These are some good roads to test it on, actually, because it's very potholey around here. Yeah, I mean, in sport, it's definitely got a lot of, whoa, a lot of verve, actually. It's a cheeky little thing. Straight into a 20-mile-an-hour limit now, brilliant. I think clearly BYD wants this car to be fun to drive, and it's not a Porsche 911, obviously, but it's it's for people who don't just want a regular SUV just to get them down to Tesco's and back and, you know, wonder what happened to their life. It's something that you buy and you have a bit of fun in. Right, I'm having to go on the left-hand side here where there's loads of huge potholes to get out the way of this massive truck, and that was fine. Right, foot down. Not really any torque steer. It's very straight. It's very controlled with its acceleration. This is a bad road. Really terrible road, and it's dealing with it pretty well. It's a bit airy, it's a bit kind of floaty with the suspension, but I wouldn't expect anything less really. It's a family car, but it feels quick. In sport, it's got some beans. Yeah, it's very responsive. The throttle is very responsive. When it comes to range, this car has 78% remaining, which apparently equates to 248 miles. Again, for this type of car, for the people that will buy this car, that works. The range has increased as well over the previous version, so you get about 20% more, according to BYD, than the previous version in cold weather. And that is very important. When it's cold, batteries do not perform as well as they do in the summer, so to get a fairly significant amount more range, I mean, we'd have to test this. I've just heard that at the press conference, obviously, but that's very encouraging. It's also the fastest charging car in its class. That's impressive. That's encouraging. Although most people who have this will have a charger at home, and you know, you're restricted to the charging voltage coming from your house, the AC charge, which isn't particularly quick. But if you're out and about and you need to juice up quickly, and that does happen with EVs, and that's the one reason why a lot of people don't go for EVs, they go for the hybrid option instead. Knowing that this will charge quickly is good. I like that. And then I start thinking about who would buy this car. It's for the family person. I don't think you'd buy this if you didn't have a family, because there's so many other options out there from BYD themselves. You know, the Dolphin's a really interesting car for if it's just you, maybe you and your partner, whatever, you and your dog perhaps. But I think for the Atto 3, because they're so clearly angling for the family market. But having driven this now for about an hour or so, I can see why people would be attracted to this over some of the more obvious options. The price makes a massive difference here. Under 40 grand, the PCP, the finance deals that BYD are working on as well, both for personal and for business use, they're unavoidable in terms of how good value for money they are. And you know, fairly low interest rates, relatively low deposit contributions. It's why we see so many of these cars on the road. BYDs are everywhere. The question is it the best family car you can buy? I think it comes down to something very, very important if you are a car person. I think if you're not a car person, I think it's one of the best. Even though I've only been in this for an hour or so, but I've driven enough BYDs and their competitors to know that these are very, very good value for money. If you want an EV which has great range, looks good, has fantastic interior, has good quality, good build quality, has all the options and things that you probably need, has all the tech and stuff that you want as well, just get one of these. If you're a bit more indecisive, and if you have a bit more of a leaning towards cars in general, you know, if you're a car person and you've recognized that you need a CSUV or whatever you want to call it, a new family wagon as we call it, I think it comes down to whether or not you can see yourself going for a brand like BYD over, for instance, BMW. Because on the face of it, it makes a lot of sense. You'll spend less on the BYD. You often get more for your money in terms of the extras and stuff like that. You're not really giving anything up. The one thing you're giving up is the brand. Because you might want a BMW, you might want an Audi, you might want a Volkswagen, whatever it is, that kind of brand thing that matters to you. You know, BMW versus BYD. I can't answer that for you. That's entirely up to you in terms of which one works. But I think it comes down to that, and that might seem a little bit daft, but if you're a car person, it does matter. What I would say is that BYD knows exactly what it's doing, and it's doing it right. There's a reason we're seeing so many of them on the road, and they're not doing it cheaply. They're not doing it in a half-baked fashion. They're putting real effort into these cars, and they're making sure they're putting the effort into the things that matter to people. This car's fun. It's got a nice design, it's fun to drive. We will cover this in more detail in the future, I promise. In the meantime, guys, get involved in the comments. Let me know what you think about the Atto 3 Evo. Are you buying one? Are you buying something else? Let me know, we'll get involved as well. And, well, if you haven't hit subscribe yet, you know what to do. See you in the next one. Cheers.